Do you want to see my paper craft and journaling haul? Hello everyone, I'm Caroline and today I thought I'd share with you my haul. I've been shopping a few times now to Newport and picked up a few bits and pieces and I thought you may like to see them. And the first thing I've got is this sewing tin. Now, I haven't really sewn a lot lately, but I'm really getting interested in snippet rolls and seeing a little bit more of like textile art. So I may do a little bit, but I also use a lot of cottons, excuse me, and threads and things. So I saw this tin and it was 50p. Well, you can't go wrong for 50p, can you? It's absolutely gorgeous. Look, there's the hoop there with somebody doing cross stitch in there and a bit of embroidery. There's some embroidery flosses, a cup of tea. We all need a cup of tea or coffee. And if I open it up, it's a little bit stiff to open. It's gold inside. Ooh, there's my Mr. on. Hello, Mr. on. 50p each, so I think this was displaying something that somebody was selling in a craft fair or something. But then you can see the price tickets. Something's been, how much is on this one? £6 there they tried selling it for. Then there was another price reduction. And then it was 50p. Well, I wasn't going to leave it there for 50p. It is, there's a name on the back. Metal box, genuine dodo, 1983, London, made in England. So I'm going to use that to keep all my embroidery floss in. But I haven't got a lot of embroidery floss. Until I went to a different charity shop and I found this. Move that out of the way. And there was this bag of embroidery flosses. And I paid, believe it or not, 50p for this. Look at all these colours. There's lots of different shades of greens and we got some blues there. And just 2 shades of blues. We got some reds, 2 shades of pink, 1 shade of purple, a brown, 2 browns and a beige. Now that for 50p, I'm happy. And I've got my tin, so for £1, I wonder if they'll fit. Yes, look, they fit that way too. For £1, I've got myself a tin and some embroidery flosses. We'll move that out of the way and see what else we got. Let's move on to Christmas. Well, you know, it's a few weeks away yet, but let's have a look what I got, which I have here. I got this So Crafty tinsel yarn. Look at the glittery bits on that. Ooh, the sun is shining in this morning. I've got a bit of a shadow. Very rare in Wales. It's lovely. It looks like it should be crispy like tinsel, but it's not. And so I think I'm going to be able to find a few uses for that on some Christmas journaling. And for 50p, I think it had... Is this one? No, I've got another ball of yarn I'm going to show you soon, and that's got a price on. I went into... We're going off topic a little bit here. We're not still in the charity shops, but it's Christmas related. I went into the range. And they had some Christmas papers reduced. So this one was 50p. Put that up there. I had to check with the lady to check it was 50p because I thought, well, that's very cheap. There. Lovely papers. The top of the designs is the foil metallic one. And then they just go to the inked in. And there's some holly. And look at that one. That's a journaling page, all of its own before you start. I really love that and the colour scheme. And what else have we got? We got some boards, floorboards perhaps, and some Christmas baubles and some spludges. And we got, that looks like, if I turn it that way, it looks like a Fair Isle jumper or sweater. And some pretty baubles. I think there's one more pattern. Let's check. Oh yes, there's some psychedelic triangles. 50p. Yep, I thought I'll take that. And also there was this one for 75. It's a bigger pad and it's thicker paper too. Does it say how thick the paper is on that one? No, it just says 30 sheets. And this one is 32 sheets with 4 of 8 designs, 200 grams a square metre. And it's a design pad. Ooh. So, ho-ho design pad, 75p. Phew, less than £1 for all this paper. Let's have a look what we've got. Got some spots and another vintagey looking muted tones and greys. Another one there. It's funny, it's got quite modern drawings on a look, sort of vintagey look. So that's a bit different. A couple of those. Got some baubles. I love this. I do love black, white and red. So this is right up my street. And ho, 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 Merry Christmas. Stripes. And I think there's one more, which is a reindeer by All the Flowers. So there's a little bit of a reindeer poking out there. Is that it? Oh no, there's one more again, I think. Green tartan. Yep, that's it. So 75p. I was really pleased with that. And I haven't got a lot of Christmas papers in, but I do have these now because I don't want to get tons in and then I don't use them till next year. So they're just cluttering up my, I keep going to call it my office, but it's my new studio. It sounds much more glamorous, doesn't it, calling it the studio. So I don't want to clutter up all my paper drawers. So I'm just going to limit myself to when it's a speciality time like Christmas, I'll use these and then I'll move on because spring will be coming pretty quickly after Christmas. So I'll start using my spring papers then. And also, I don't want to pay a lot now and not use them when in January they'll be selling them all off. So if I'm going to buy Christmas papers, the best time will be, other than now obviously because it's ridiculously cheap, is to buy them in January when I can get them reduced. Right, moving on. While I was in the range, oh, you can see the wire of my computer, can you? Or is that on my screen? I can't tell. Why? No, you can't. While I was in the range, I found these Wood Effect Alphabet Tile Stickers. And there's two sides, so we got those ones. Let's take it out of the packaging. It's a tear off top. And these are Wood Effect, so they're cardboard. So they're not so thick. They had some wooden ones there, but they were a bit chunky, really. So we got 2 sheets of those. So as long as I don't write a lot of words like Mississippi, then I should be okay for letters for a while with those. Let's see if we can take one off. Oh yes, they're nicely sticky. Sometimes these things say sticky and there's not a lot of stickiness on them. So we got those and let's move on. Oh. I think that's it from there. So we'll go to the charity shops again. And I got this for 20p. I'll see if that sticker's going to come off. I don't know why. I just fancy taking it off now. And I like getting these for storing my little bits and pieces. Now, I got here some insects. I've just had these given me in Happy Mail. You may have seen the video. And I put them in this bag because I tried to sort them. But the only thing is, because they're insects, you're going to keep fiddling with them and the legs are going to break. So I really needed a different way of storing these. And I use these for popping in things like insects or little tiny fiddly tickets that you couldn't sort. And I put them all in there. Now look how much easier it is to see them. I haven't got to rummage around and accidentally snap any legs. I just turn the page and there are my insects. So I'm slowly gathering a collection of these because I think it would be good to have one for flowers, one for insects, one for tickets. But I've only got 2 at the moment, this one and one other. But at 20p, I wouldn't pay a lot for one, but I'll keep holding out. And as they come into the shops really cheap, I'll buy them up. And I've now got a spare plastic bag. And what's next? So there's my plastic bag off my embroidery floss. I got this. This was £1. And it's going to be, it's just like a cotton, very thick cotton. Oh, I think it was originally, you can see it's hemmed. I didn't realise it was hemmed. Oh, and it's a curtain lining. There we go. I was wondering what it was and I didn't have time to look because I was rushing. So I just picked it up thinking there is a lot of fabric here. Let's have a look at this size. I've got my measurement-y thing here so you can't see me, sorry. So that is about 1 metre wide. And let's have a look how many meters long it is. I'll be with you now. Half, 1, 1.5, 2. I could be making this up, couldn't I? 2.5, 3, 3.5 meters by 1 meter of what is now I can see blackout curtain lining. It's going to be perfect for breaking up into strips to make snippet rolls. I'll get one of my snippet rolls out to show you. This is what I do with snippet rolls. Get yourself a long piece of fabric and then stick all snippets and bits and pieces on. I love making those, and this is going to be perfect for that. Plus other times when I could cover a book with this. I can use it even if I'm making my own book with my own signatures. Put a fabric page in. That would be different, wouldn't it? That'd be interesting. So I got that for £1, and there is enough. I don't think I'll ever be buying fabric to make snippet rolls again. That's going to keep me going for my life and longer. Right, let's pop that on the floor. It's rather large, and we'll go for, these were, surprise, surprise, 50p. Put them out on here. And that is a lovely lot of buttons for 50p, and they're a really pretty colour for the spring. And it's easy to think, oh, the nights are drawing in, what on earth are you doing buying spring things? But in no time at all. The weeks go by and we'll be working on the spring, plus you never know when you'll need them anyway. And I do love buttons, so these will be going into my yellow button jar. I've got my jars and I've sorted out most of the buttons. Some of them are so miscellaneous, and browns. I mean, I've got loads of brown buttons, so they're all in one tin, all jumbled up. But my specific colours like this, I've got them in jars. So if I'm working on something and I need yellow, I just pick my yellow jar up, and there are my yellow buttons. Right, let's move those over there. And you. Right, next, what should we go for next? Ooh, I got this in the pound shop, and I don't know if I can show you, it's rather large. Cooper's General Store. It's got this little bit of string on, and if I stand it up that way, what I'm going to use this for, I'll stand up and get my PVA glue. I'm going to use it to lift my glues and things off the shelf. I got this one here, so I can put in a collection of all the taller things that don't fit in my drawers, and they just at the moment randomly. I got, pull this down here as well, I've got my Mod Podge, so I've got my now glue kit, so whatever glue I need I can keep it in here, and I have all my glues to hand. Cost me £1. I'm quite happy with that. Let's try and make some space, put those out a moment. It's got a few issues with it, it's a little bit tatty, but at the end of the day, they spent ages making this look tatty and old, so I'm not going to complain about some scratches and things on it. And you can see it is fairly new. Oh, what does it say? Beer crate, apparently. Nope, not putting beer in there, I'm putting glue. Ah, there you go, there's the price too. £1. Right, move that out of the way. And what should we go for next? I think we'll do, oh, I had this in a charity shop, 10p. So, though, yep, I'll get that and put it with my collection of other embroidery flosses. I'll put that there. Let me get a noisy rummagey bag. This is yarns. I don't do knitting or crochet anymore because I got, you wouldn't believe how difficult and how annoying it is to have a dicky thumb. My thumb is useless, so I can't knit and I can't crochet anymore. But I can still make tassels. And so when I saw these in the shop, I thought, oh, these look good for tassels. So I'll pull them all out. And I had these. These were 3 for £1. Let's try and make some sense here. These were 3 for £1. And this one is Warhol art. So I take it Andy Warhol has been designing yarns. It's great fun. Look at that. It's got tassely bits on it. It's got little mini pom-poms and in blues. And then this, I think we can safely assume, is Warhol as well, because it's exactly the same, but in a slightly different shade. So I've got those. I have no idea how expensive. Oh, look, I hadn't seen that. Warhol Trends. I bet they're charging a fortune for that. I got it for 50p. And then, oh, a bit snapped off. This one, no, it wasn't, was it? 33p each, a ball there, and this one would have been 33. It's like a boucle. Little, I don't know if you can see, yes, you should see the darker on my purple. So I have to be careful with this because I think there's a bit of wool in it. I've got a little bit of a wool allergy going on, so yes, my nose is itching already. Let's move those over there. And then I got this, which is, again, 74% premium acrylic, 16% polyester and 10% mohair. So I don't want to spend too much time handling this, but it's really cute and I think I can come up with a lot of things to do with that. Unfortunately, if I make a tassel that I can take off and on, then I can remove it. I can carry on with the journal and then put it back on again then before I sell it or give it as a gift or whatever I'm doing. So let's move that out of the way. Oh, rub my nose, got itchy nose now. And let's have a look in here. This is what I like. Acrylic yarn. No chance of that making me itch at all. So I got 3 balls of this for, here's my price tag, £1. And which one? No, there. I was going to say which one's undoing. They're all undoing. I've got a sore throat this morning. I hope I've not got a cold coming. And it's very pretty. It's like a ladder yarn, I think they call it. Just a second. I got here a very expensive copy of paper that I can show you perhaps better on. So 3 balls of that. That one seems a little bit lighter than that one, only just. So that one makes them lovely. If I know they're going to be other things on it as well, but if I do this, you can see that's going to make a really nice dangly tassel, especially when you have other things with it as well. I'm getting a bit cluttered now. It's all organised over this side, the side I haven't shown you. Over this side, it's all getting piled up. It's a right mess. All right, let's move that out of the way and have a look what else we've got. I've got this, 20p, W.H. Smith 10 newspaper and magazine wrappers. Now for 20p, I was getting it just for the paper. I'll put it out, I don't even know what they're like. I thought, I'm surely going to be able to make something with these. Oh yeah, they're quite useful. They've got this gummed edge here. So I take it, you put your newspaper in. You pretend this is a newspaper. And you wrap it up, stick it on there. But that is actually a very nice piece of paper. Now, they were supposed to be 10. Oh, they're still 10. Let's have a look. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, so only one's been used. 20p, I'm going to have hours of fun with those. And if I didn't use them whole for like journals, mini journals, then it's very nice tag paper. I could back some tags. Oh, I can even cut that out and I've got a tag ready made. So they were 20p. Let's have a look in the same shop. I'll show you what else I got in that shop. I got these for 20p. And we'll need to open them because of my Mr. On Shine. These at BCCILM group. Useful bit of card. I do love a useful bit of card. Great for making tags. And these are embellishments. And we got congratulations, which I don't make cards at the moment. But these flowers, and can you see the glittery, sparkly bits on it? There's a little mini tag. How do they come off? Oh, they peel off. They come off the back end, so you can just stick them on like that. Yep, they've all got that peel off back end. Oh, very nice. And did I tell you how much these were? 20p. And I thought they were so pretty, move that plastic bag out the way, that they warranted buying for 20p. I really like these. It's a shame they didn't have more. I wonder who got there before me and bought the rest. And also in the same shop, in the same tub, were these. Now these were 10p each. And we've got long strips of, I don't think it's washi tape. It's just like a sticker. You can see there, very decorative, some daffodils, and we got some butterflies and page corners, roses. 10p. I thought that's coming home with me along with his Betty. Now, again, these are a little bit birthday cardish, best wishes, but there are enough other little embellishments on here for 10p that I thought it was worth it, and blooming lovely. I thought I could put that on something on a journal page. Sweet dreams, perhaps not. Good times, possibly. Best wishes, probably not. Oh, did I check they were stickies? Yep, they're stickies too. I got this. Now this was 50p. And I wasn't sure whether I was doing the right thing buying this, but I just thought 50p, I'm going to take a gamble, because I can always take everything out and turn that into a journal cover if I wanted to for a specific reason. But inside, I could even take some of the pages out of this and make it into an altered book. But there are such nice pages in here. It's an address book. You can see the index down the side. But the bottom halves of some of these pages are lovely because they got the flowers on. And I can even take those, cut those right up to there. And what a lovely way to back a tag. Just looking now if I got a tag convenient. If I was to make a tag with this, say. No, that's not very good. I'll pull this off, right? This is our bodge job tag making. So this is a tag. Yes, it is. Pretend, use your imagination. And then I can stick some paper on the back there. So you've got the front with your beautifully decorated tag, that side. And then there's space to make some journaling notes on the back with the addition of some little pretty patterns and flowers and decorations. It's a rose hip. So I thought, right, I'm going to splash out 50p. Oh, a Christmas card list. Now that would be nice in a Christmas journal, wouldn't it? Special events and birthdays and anniversaries in big boxes. If I was going to make a sort of diary, calendary type journal, I could use these individually. What else have we got? Gift list. And then another sheet of paper here. So I think for 50p, there is a lot of journaling real estate in there. I could even, if I was really going to take every little scrap out, I could even cut that ribbon off and have a little bit of ribbon. I think I'll probably take a lot of pages out of this and use them in a journal. And then I'll turn this into an altered book. That's my thoughts at the moment, because I need to take a lot of pages out, and there are a lot of pages in this that I want. So there we go. That for 50p, I'm pleased with. Then I got this. Now this was £2. Look at my shine. Woo. I didn't want to spend £2 on this. I'm not a big spender. I don't like spending over £1. But I decided that it was worth it because, one, I can use the cover. And being Country Diary of an Edwardian lady, then there's a good chance that I'll find bits to use in here. It's hardly been used. It's virtually new. It's one of these books where you can write down people's births, deaths, not so much deaths. You wouldn't say, sorry, congratulations on your death, would you? No, so you wouldn't need to remember those dates. But you could put somebody's birthday, and then in January you think, oh, it's Winifred's birthday today. Let's have a look. We'll send her this card with the birds and the rose hips on. I think they're rose hips, are they? And so that's what the theory is behind this book. But I think there's a lot of things that I can use. I mean, you could use this as, because there is no writing inside, you could use it as a page and a signature. I mean, you can cut it up and make a tag there, and you can make a big journaling tag there. Lots of things to do. And then if I do that, I can use the envelopes for something else. And there are a couple of cards in every month. Either this person didn't have many friends, so they couldn't send any, or they've never used it. A bit of tinsel there. So I think this has never been used, and there's some really lovely images. Look at that. And then we've got, I don't know if they're catkins or pussy willows. I can never remember. Those dangly ones with some snowdrops. I don't know what that's doing in October. That should be for the spring. And then on the back, past the cards, we got these, which are just like an address book, again with a index down the side. Now I could take all that out and put that as a section in a journal, or I can again cut out little bits. These would make lovely little tags. And then so we've got this that I can make into a cover if I wanted to. So oh dear, there we go. So that's magnetic as well. I think for £2 I got a lot of funds worth in that book. Right, let's move on. And I've got, whoops, my book is falling off the pile. Urban Stamps. This was £1. Easy cling, convenience, superior definition. So if this is superior definition, we have to try it. If I take it out. How to use. Peel the stamp from the transparent backing and apply it to a Paper Mania clear block. I haven't got one. Ink it up and place onto your project. Press down firmly, lift to reveal your stamp design. Try using varied inks, paints and pencils to create shading. Stamp, colour, emboss. Okay, so this is another Do Crafts. Check it out. And it's a lovely big, I think I'll leave it on there. It's a lovely big stump. And if I get my ink pad, I've got a red one and I've got a piece of paper. Let's give it a try. The only thing with a big ink pad, it takes an awful lot of ink. I haven't yet used a whole ink pad from beginning to end when it's completely run out. I'm wondering how much life is in an ink pad. And are some ink pads more superior to others or not? Do you get what you pay for? Or are you better off buying lots of little cheap ones? I think that's probably got enough ink on there. Let's try it. Pop that on there. Give it a push. Right, here we go. Are you ready for this? Let's have a look. Needs more ink. It's very pretty though. You can see it much better on there than you can on there. Right, so note to self, I will need a ton of ink on this before I use it, but it's still quite pretty. And I think that's quite nice actually. If you're going to put it in if you're making a tatty, shabby chic type image or journal, then that is very shabby chic when it's worn. I think that would look nice on wood as well. Now that's got me thinking. So there we go. We have an Urban Stamps stump. I think I told you I paid £1 for that, didn't I? Right, so let's have a look. Let's have another book. The Ultimate Sunflower Book. And this has got apparently gardening, cookery and craft in it. Whoa, that's bright. I've got it for the images. This, look at that, that's pretty stunning. And words as well, sunflower. I'm not sure if I'd use the word ultimate, but you never know. And if we flick through, it says down here, the most cheerful flower in the world. They're not just yellow. It's an interesting book to look through anyway, but then look at these that I can make tags with, or little pockets, things like that. Such pretty, happy little designs. And ooh, look at that. That would make a nice cover for a sunflower themed journal. And that's lots of gorgeous pictures. You notice how much yellow's in this book. Even when they're not on the sunflowers, they put yellow everywhere. I grew sunflowers once called Teddy Bear. Oh, they were lovely. I wonder if they've got these alphabetically. Yes, they may have a Teddy Bear sunflower. Do you know? Tangina? No, they haven't got the Teddy Bear sunflower in here. Check those out if you're interested in gardening. They're lovely. They're short. They've got several flower heads per plant, and there are no big circles in the middle. They're all leaves, and you can squidge them. Very nice. But they don't have them in here. Oh, there they are. Teddy Bear. Hey, I knew there was one. I knew they had one because I've grown them. That's a Teddy Bear one. Ideal for containers, flower arranging, children and border planting. And they're really easy to grow. So I'd recommend Teddy Bears. I know you didn't come here for a recommendation of what to plant in your garden, but these are really pretty and really easy to grow. And then we've got, oh, that's cute. Oh, I'm sure we'll be able to use that. And also the front and back plates on these books or pages are always useful because they've got, normally they're coloured. So there's a nice piece of coloured paper. So this was £1, but I'm sure I bought 2 for £1 in a sale. I can't remember now. It was over a week ago and my memory is not the best. Because I bought that with this one. A Celebration of Christmas, Caroline Harrington. Lovely book. It's fabric covered on the cover. Fabric covered cover. And let's have a look at some of the images. That is just so much what I typically think of as a Victorian Christmas with the candles on the tree. And introduction of Christmas I'm looking thinking, oh, and I'm forgetting I'm supposed to be talking. There's such beautiful things in here. And these are going to be perfect again for making little journaling cards or tags. Some black and white, some coloured. I love these. Oh, have you ever seen Downton Abbey? Oh, when they had their Christmas tree up, it was massive, and I was thinking, oh, that's the sort of Christmas tree I'd like. The only thing is I'd probably have to take the roof off my house to fit it in. And some churches, some people. Oh, that's a fun one. And let's have a look, go right to the end. And we got Santa. And Santa in cream too. Oh, yes, I think that's going to be so much fun to make a journal with using those images. A Christmas journal. Oh, it's from Marks and Spencer's Penny Bazaar. Which is not really, it's just from Marks and Spencer's. I don't think this came from the days when Marks and Spencer's had a Penny Bazaar. It's not that. Well, I wonder how old it is. Going off topic a little bit. Let's see if there's a date on it. 1989. Oh, that's just quite old. It's vintage. Right, next, pile that up on my book pile, and we'll go for something in a very big bag that isn't very big. Came in this bag, and inside it's in another bag. And I thought, those leaves are a bit chunky. What on earth could you do with those? And then I realised they're not. They're actually very fine fabric leaves, or petals, they're not leaves. Look at that. And I don't know how many I got here. I will estimate at about a gazillion. And you can make them into, see what I can do. I could make those into flowers by putting, it's very fiddly, those there, and then put an embellishment in the middle, and oops, a little bit piggy. Oh, you could even put a yellow button, which I happen to have here, in the middle. And you've got yourself a flower. They'd need to be glued or sewed though, because of the bend in them, they keep pinging out of my hand. But there you go, see? And you can put lots and lots of petals around and make it really deep. That wouldn't be very good in a journal though, would it? It'd keep your journal wide open. So those I paid £1 for, and as I tip them all out, look. Can you imagine how many of those individual petals there are in these thick, chunky bits like that? So I don't think in my lifetime I will ever need to buy another cream petal. I think I'm sorted for life. Put them all back in my bag. Shame is they didn't have other colours. I'd have loved these in pink. I do love a bit of pink. Pink, lace, things like that. My favourites for journals. Got them all in. No, I've got, it doesn't look like a lot more now than when I originally opened it. They've all sort of burst apart. Oh, they are 89p. I thought I paid £1 for this. No, I paid 89p. Oh, 11p cheaper than I thought. Whoa, I'm in the money now. And I've got, well, I'll open this. I have no idea what it is. I had to pick up 3 things for £1. And so I thought, oh, this looks like it could be paper. I'll pick it up. I don't know what it is. Let's pull it out. It is... Oh! It's... Oh, I'm not quite sure. I pull one piece off. Oh, it's a clear post-it note. I have no idea why you'd want to use a clear post-it note. I suppose you could... Oh, I don't know. Do something over the top of an image and then look underneath. Oh, for Halloween I have seen people, they do like a person, and then they'll put something like this, like tracing paper or something over, and then draw a skeleton on the top. So it looks like a skeleton-y sort of person, and you pick it up, and it's just a normal person underneath. Not the sort of thing I think I do, but I'm sure I'll come up with something to do with them. Oh, so there we go. I think I did okay there. Transparent post-it note, whether 3 for £1, or what's that, 30 odd p. And I've got this. This was 10p. I thought, 10p, I think I'll buy that, and I can either sew it or I can put it in. What I'm thinking is if I do a journaling kit, I could pop this in, just slide it into a pocket or tuck it behind a belly band for somebody who loves stitching, and it won't take them long to do, and they'll have a little piglet image. You see that? Without the light, like that, I think is the best. So that, I thought, that is excellent for going into a journal. So that is my haul. I've got tons of it here. My pile is falling over. You can see I've got it looked a lot less when it was all neatly piled. Now it's all thrown around over on this side of the table. So as you can see, a bit of everything. Not much as I didn't get really, is there? No paints or no drawing supplies, mainly paper crafting and journaling supplies today, and knitting and crocheting if you count the yarns. If you've enjoyed this video, then please give me a thumbs up, and it would be great if you could subscribe. I'll see you all next time, but until then, don't forget, have fun. Bye.